Welcome to Dream Habit. I am so excited that you are here, that you decided to invest in yourself, that you believe in yourself. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to help you make your dream habit a reality. I talk more about the reason why that's so important to me in my accountability video, which is later on in the course. But in this video, I really just want to tell you more about Dream Habit, how you can make the most of this course now that you're enrolled and you can get started straight away. So the first thing is the Dream Habit workbook. So this workbook has everything that you need to create your dream habit, all the exercises that are going to help you get in the right mindset, create a plan you can stick to, and actually stick to it. So make sure you either download your copy of this or use a hard copy. The downloaded copy, you can actually edit the PDF and just type your answers straight in. Or if you're like me and you love having a new book and something to write in, then you can use the hard copy. But basically, this has all the exercises for the course. So it's going to keep referring back to this workbook. It is so important. It's totally different to know about something intellectually and to understand it than to actually do it and put it into practice. So this workbook is designed to help you get into action and to create the life that you really, really want to create. The other thing is this Dream Habit Tracker. This is something I personally love using to keep track of my habits. So it's just got a little space at the top for your dream habit. So writing that out in really specific, empowering language is so important. And then using these boxes to keep track of the days that you do your dream habit. If you do give yourself a grace day, which is a tool I talk about later in the course, but is essentially when life gets in the way and for some reason you can't do your dream habit, you give yourself a grace day instead of missing a day, and it just stops triggering that perfectionist mindset because it really doesn't actually feel the same as missing a day. So if I do that, I like to just draw a little G in there to make note of that, and I love putting it somewhere that I'll see it every day to really keep reminding me of what I am trying to create, why it's so important. I love detailing it with little quotes, sticking little pictures, kind of making this into a vision board is one thing I really enjoy doing, like little photos of things that really inspire me, and having it on a clipboard like this, or just putting it up on the wall somewhere, or even just laying it down on the table next to my bed, just so it's constantly in my mind. So the course itself, there are 5 units. The first unit is choosing your dream habit. If you're a perfectionist, and I'm sure you are because you are doing this course, then there is a chance that you have a list of 20 habits that you want to create. I explain in the course why I don't recommend creating more than one at a time, and I also give you an exercise which is in the workbook to help you choose which dream habit is the best to start with. If you already have a clear idea of the dream habit you want to create, you can skip unit 1, but I say that with caution because there are lots of habits that we kind of think are one, but are actually a few. For example, waking up early and a morning routine are 2 separate habits. Healthy eating and exercising daily are 2 separate habits. So you need to make sure you have just one clear habit that you want to create. Unit 2 is all about the dream habit mindset, and this is so important. And there are lots of exercises in the workbook to help you put everything into practice, because reading about how to get the right mindset is totally different to actually doing the exercises. So please make sure you do them and you take the time to do that. So there's a lesson on perfectionism, there's a lesson on removing limiting beliefs, there's a lesson on stopping self-destructive behavior, and there's a lesson on preparing for excuses. These are all things that perfectionists struggle with, and I will teach you how to create the right mindset for your dream habit. Unit 3 is all about planning your dream habit. So there are 3 different steps in this section. The first is making a plan, making sure that it's specific, that it's empowering, that it is something you can really follow through on. Making an if-then plan is the second stage. So this is deciding ahead of time the circumstances in which you might give yourself a grace day, which is when life gets in the way and for some reason you just can't do your dream habit. You decide to give yourself a day's grace and then pick it up tomorrow. It's a really good way to stop habit abandonment and the all or nothing mindset. Another tool that my students find helpful is an express dream habit. This is really great, particularly for those longer habits that take more time. So just creating a version of that habit that takes only 5 or 10 minutes. So on the days you're really pressed for time or something comes up, you can do the express version and still get all the benefits, because the key here is consistency, not perfection. And I explain more about that in the course as well. The 4th unit is about sticking to your dream habit. So I teach you about creating integrity around your dream habit, which is doing what you say you'll do when you say you'll do it. And I also have you write a letter as your future self, as the you 28 days from now who has your dream habit. What does your life look like? What does your life feel like? It's so empowering to really visualize and feel like you already have it, because it makes it that much more possible and real, and it's huge. And the 5th unit is a 28-day habit bootcamp, and I talk about that more in the Unit 5 section in my accountability video and how I will help you stay accountable to your dream habit. But really the 28 days is you doing your dream habit, using the dream habit tracker or any of the other ways you'd like to stay accountable, which I talk about later, and making that habit part of your everyday life and eventually putting it on autopilot, which is what a habit really is. And then once you've done that, you can come back to the beginning of the course and start again with a new habit. Many of my students have done the course over and over again to create many of their dream habits, and that makes me so happy. So that is a bit more about the course and how you can get the most from it. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me. My email address is sam@smart-20s.com. I'm so excited you're here. I'm so excited you decided to invest in yourself. It's time to get started.